From Tehran, Yusuf, that's a statement coming in from the US president, who's said that as many as 9 naval vessels have been of the Iranian regime have been destroyed. Any statement that you're hearing as of now from the Iranian side as to the extent of damage of the Iranian vessels?
Well, the Iranians are not talking about the extent of the damage they're absorbing. They're talking about the damage they're inflicting on the Israelis and on the U.S. bases in the region. And of course, what's unprecedented this time around compared to the June war between Iran and Israel is that Iran now targets some, we can say, commercial areas in some of the friendly countries in the Gulf region, including Qatar and Oman. Oman has been a country which has been trying to mediate between Iran and the United States to try to breach a diplomatic breakthrough for the crisis and the tension between the two sides. But of course, we see that some of the ports, major ports in Oman, have come under an attack by Iran. We can now say that 15 different countries, directly or indirectly, have come under an attack by Iran. Israel itself, United States assets in the region, the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Kuwait, Jordan, Iraq, and the list goes on. But we just heard a comment coming from the UAE that the United Arab Emirates withdrew its ambassador from Tehran, closed the embassy, and suspended all diplomatic relations with Iran. Of course, the United Arab Emirates has recently been urging Iran to avoid an escalation between Iran and the UAE, saying and asking Iran to stop launching missiles towards its territory. But of course, we heard a comment coming from Iran's Ali Larijani, who is the chief of Iran's National Security Council. He said that our fight is not with the Arab countries. Our fight is not with our neighboring Gulf countries. Our fight is with the United States. And as long as the U.S. maintains its bases and assets inside those countries, then those countries would inevitably be a target for Iran. And he urged the regional nations to come together in the face of the United States and to, of course, stand against the United States. So this new change in the behavior of the Islamic Republic to try to target and disrupt the trade in this region is something unprecedented. And I think this is a card now held by Iran because even if Iran absorbs strikes from the United States, even if Iran gets even weakened by the United States, Iran can continue targeting or just firing its missiles towards any countries, surrounding countries and nations like the Persian Gulf, Arab countries, or even Iraq and other places. And this is very much dangerous and can disrupt oil shipment and the global trade.
Yes. Yusuf, just talking about, the figures in public domain as of now, local media says that 201 people have been killed and 747 injured in the attacks. In fact, this is also another statement coming in from President Trump while speaking to Fox News, who said that as many as 48 leaders in Iran have been killed. You've been speaking to the people in Iran. Talk to us about the figures known as of now in terms of the fatalities and those injured in the attacks.
The Iranian officials have remained tight-lipped about the specifics, and this 40-plus people or commanders or leading officials who have been targeted by the United States and Israel. But of course, so far, one by one, Iran is starting to confirm the deaths of those officials. We just heard from some of the Iranian state-affiliated outlets confirming the death of the son of Iran's late supreme leader, Mujtaba Khamenei, who is one of the options and one of the viable candidates to succeed Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. He has now been confirmed to be dead and killed during the strikes. And of course, other leading military officials, including the defense minister, General Nasir-Zadeh, or the chief commander of the Islamic Revolution Guards Corps, the IRGC chief commander, Mohammad Pakpour, has also been confirmed to be killed by those strikes. And for now, the list of confirmed deaths is 5 people right now. And adding to the mix is Ahmadinejad, who nobody's talking about. Ahmadinejad is a former Iranian president who is known for rejecting the Holocaust. He's a celebrity on the global stage for rejecting the Holocaust. He was the person who set the stage for this animosity between Iran and Israel. Of course, this animosity and hostility stretches for the life of the Islamic Republic since 47 years ago. But it took a turn following Ahmadinejad's speech at the UN General Assembly when he said that the Holocaust is a myth. So now Ahmadinejad has also been killed and confirmed by unofficial sources, but the Iranian state television is avoiding to talk about him. Why? Because he, while seen as a conservative and as a principlist candidate close to the supreme leader's circle, from a specific year on, he tried to have his own following base and distanced himself from the supreme leader's circle. That is why he is now hated by both sides, by the Israelis and the Americans for rejecting the Holocaust, and by the Iranian pro-government politicians and even people for distancing himself from the Iranian supreme leader. That is why his death right now is not covered. Is not covered by the Iranian side and neither by the Western sides. Of course, we heard it first from some of the Israeli news channels, but right now nobody's talking about him.